Hi, this video is all about how you can use your own images to overlay on top of photos, and also how you can use the alignment procedures in RightBooth so that you can position the photos within the actual overlay themselves. So I'm going to be using my trusty assistant here. So we're looking at a live feed from a webcam at the moment. Now, I'm not going to show you where you get these images from, but obviously there's lots of places on the internet where you can find good overlay images. Let me just switch to this folder here. Earlier on, I found this image, which is envelope.png. I'll make this available on the blog post so you can use it yourself. Now, I don't know if you notice here, but as I move the mouse over, you can see that this area is transparent. So that's where I want the photo from RightBooth to be placed when I take photos with RightBooth. Also notice that the actual size of the file is about 720 by 540. So your images want to be roughly around that size. I mean, they can be any size really, but keeping it somewhere around 800 by 600 is probably the best way to go. So I'll leave that for you to find your own images. What you need to do is you need to take these images and place them into the RightBooth Media Library in the Overlays section. Now let me just task switch to the folder where that needs to be. So this folder here, which is in C, Users, Public, Public Documents, RightBooth 7 Library, Images, Overlays. Now this is the folder where RightBooth places all of the overlay images that it uses when you install it. So these are provided with RightBooth, but you can place your own images in here as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this image, right click on it, copy it, come into here, right click and paste the image in. So now I have a new image that I've found on the internet that I've put into the RightBooth Media Library. Okay, the next thing is to look at how you can align the webcam or the DSLR camera feed into this image so that the photo is positioned within that envelope. So we're in RightBooth and we now want to align the camera, the live camera feed, into the envelope PNG file. And just a point to make here, the files that you have, they have to be PNG files and in 32-bit format so that they have an alpha transparency. I forgot to mention that before. Okay, so how do we do the alignment? So we go into settings, we go to the overlays and props section, and we go into the align and test section, which is the align camera with the overlay images section. Click in this. Now what we're looking at here is the first image in the overlays library for the RightBooth Media Library. Now if you click this button here, you get to see all the images that are inside the library. I'm going to choose our new envelope image, and as you can see, we've got the live image poking through, but it's not quite right. I want to actually do an alignment here of the whole webcam feed or the camera feed. And the way to do that is to just turn on Align Camera, and you'll now see that we've got an outline in red with pickup handles in the corners. Now this allows me to move the corners to where I want them. Now the point being is that this is still a live feed and it's allowing me to get this exactly right for the current image. As you can see, it's gradually getting that right. So probably bring that corner down there and then drag the final one here. And that's looks perfect to me. So now the actual camera feed is just in this area here, as opposed to being in the whole of the overlay image. So that gets remembered now. So RightBooth will use that setting whenever you choose this overlay image. Let's just have a look at some of the others. So if we look at the arches here, you can see that the image has been positioned just within the arches themselves. Some of them have got full screen. So this one has not been aligned. In other words, the webcam, the camera feed, is fully occupying the whole of the overlay image, and that's fine for that one. But some of them do need alignments. Now this one, for instance, you can see that the alignment for the camera has been put down this corridor. Again, so that works quite well. Anyway, back to our envelope. You can see that RightBooth has remembered the position. Actually, it's not quite right. Let's just widen that out slightly, just to hide that bit that's missing there. Okay, I'm happy with that. So all you have to do is just click OK, come back out, and RightBooth has remembered the settings for the envelope PNG file. So the next thing now is to show you how you can then make use of that envelope within your event. So to add your images into the event, go into the designer, event structure, and on the overlay image section you can choose whether to use overlays for videos or for photos or both. So in this example I'm just going to use the overlays when I take photos. So I'm going to click ask the user. The next thing you have to do is choose the overlay images that you want to include in the event. So you click this button. Now it's currently got one selected, which is this party one. I'll leave that where it is. I'm happy with that one, but I want to add obviously my envelope and possibly one or two others as well. Let's just add that one. So now I've got 4 images that I want to include in my event. We've got the celebrate, the cinema, the envelope, and the frame. So that's our new one that I've added myself, and these other 3 are provided by RightBooth in the media library. Okay, click OK here. If I come out of here now and go into the editor, because I've chosen to include overlay images, RightBooth has added a new screen which is choose overlay. So let's go to this screen, and as you can see it's added the 3 images into a grid here. I'm just going to make these bigger. So if I just widen this out slightly, go for properties, drop this down to 4 for the columns, probably just size it up slightly. There we go. So that one is a full screen, as you can see. And then the others are all aligned. That's the theatre. This is our new one, which is the envelope. As you can see, it fits in perfectly there. And again, this one here is also aligned. So that's added the overlay images into the event. We can now save it and play it. Click the mouse to start, choose an overlay. Let's go for the envelope. Click OK. Get ready. This is number 1. I think this event is going to take 3 photos. Let's go around again. Let's have the full screen one this time. Same again. And the final one, let's choose the theatre. And there you go. And just finally to say again that RightBooth remembers all of the alignments that you've made in the overlay media section. Okay, that's everything to do with aligning photos.